Obama, can you imagine this guy, as if he couldn't get more crude? Obama went to the convention and had to say something. I didn't even like sort of see it that way because, well, I'm kind of literal, and I just sort of heard what I heard, and I wasn't really paying attention to his hand gestures, but people were kind of put off, and they're like, really, this was kind of unacceptable. And you want to talk about hitting below the belt? Like literally, this was not appropriate. But I don't think that they care about what's appropriate. I think that they're going to lie, cheat, and steal however they can to do whatever they need to do. And if they have to say, a few things with some innuendo along the way, they don't really care. Here's Barack Obama. I want to know what you think. I mean, is this what everybody says it is? They're saying it's a sort of crude, off-color joke, or did he just really mean crowd size? We'll discuss. Watch.
The people who will decide this election are asking a very simple question. Who will fight for me? Who's thinking about my future, about my children's future, about our future together? One thing is for certain, Donald Trump is not losing sleep over that question. Here's a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems since he rode down his golden escalator 9 years ago. It has been a constant stream of gripes and grievances that's actually been getting worse now that he's afraid of losing to Kamala. There's the childish nicknames, the crazy conspiracy theories, this weird obsession with crowd sizes. It just goes on and on.
So a lot of people are saying that was uncalled for and unnecessary. Look, I just think that Obama's pretty desperate right now. I mean, they're obviously so desperate that they had to change their nominee. that certainly smacks of some desperation, if you would. And then you think about how controlled and measured everything has been since then. There was at one point last week when the CNN anchor was asking the Kamala Harris campaign director, hey, is she going to do any appearances? Are we going to hear from her? Is she meeting with, and all you got back was, well, she's traveling the country. She's really, really focused. And the anchor's like, but wait a second. Is she actually going to speak anywhere, or is she actually going to be anywhere? And it turned out no. They couldn't really answer the question, but the reason the answer is no is because she was so busy taping these goofy commercials with a really goofy guy who I don't know how we're supposed to take seriously. I'm going to show you coming up some video of him as he hit the floor at the DNC last night doing a really weird dance. I mean, this guy's got some moves, shall we say. Meanwhile, Obamas are large and in charge. Michelle was the warm-up act to Barack, and here she is going full-on socialist. I'm telling you, don't say I didn't warn you. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama are socialists. And not only that, they're going to use anything and everything they can to their advantage. And if that means that they have to go really low, the race baiting stuff that they're so fond of doing, they're going to do it. Listen to her.
We will never benefit from the affirmative action of generational wealth. If we bankrupt a business or choke in a crisis, we don't get a second, third, or fourth chance. If things don't go our way, we don't have the luxury of whining or cheating others to get further ahead. No. We don't get to change the rules so we always win. If we see a mountain in front of us, we don't expect there to be an escalator waiting to take us to the top. No.
Wow. So predictable, of course, nonetheless really alarming. And when you combine it with the other stuff that's going on, as far as this job numbers, as far as what we're getting out of Wall Street, I'll tell you, we got some problems here. Stunning island of Ireland. Just incredible. You know, when I was a little kid and we'd visit here, my mom would say, if you're lucky enough, you might actually get a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow, because that's where the leprechauns leave it. So we looked, we didn't find any, but I consider it probably having been good advice, because as I got older, I learned that gold is pretty valuable. It's valuable in terms of diversification. I encourage you to take a look at it. And when you do, call our friends, our wonderful sponsors over at American Hartford Gold. You can go to trishlovesgold.com, Trish Loves Gold, and wow, it's windy here. You can text 65532, my name, Trish, to 65532 for your chance to get up to $15,000 in free silver, ladies and gentlemen. Just a terrific offer. Indeed. And by the way, gold prices have been on a tear lately, a total tear. Remember to subscribe to the show, share, like, all of that.